Hey, it's Ben Kuzma, Ed Willes. Big day here down at the rink, obviously. Daniel and Henrik Sedin announcing officially that they tend to hang him up. They have 3 games left. Ed, when we think about the Sedins, we think of a legacy. What should it be?
It's a really interesting one because they were such spectacular players and unique players too. Innovators, played the game in a completely unique style. But I kind of come back to what Daniel and Henrik said themselves about the thing that they think about, and that was their approach. The way it was like day to day to day, even after a big win, after a big loss, they came back, they put their work boots on, and you would hope something like that would sink into the culture of this team in that locker room and then leave behind, because with them leaving, it leaves a massive hole.
A couple of springs ago, I remember Henrik and Daniel Sedin taking issue with some of the younger players on the team and the fact that it's an everyday business.
Yeah.
We might be out of it, but you better be all invested. When I think of Jake Virtanen today, I think that really resonated with him. I spoke to him about it. But when I think about the Sedins, Ed, I think about how much they wanted to practice, how much they wanted to play, how they never wanted to miss a game. We heard some great stories today about Daniel Sedin losing his teeth, Henrik Sedin having either a shoulder problem, or Daniel having a shoulder problem, or too sick to play. They showed up. They were ordinary guys, but they were superlative players and superlative people. Now, it's, as I say, moving forward, Ed, a lot of cap space is freed up. What do you think is job one for the hockey ops
Well, I mean, this organization has said from the start that they want to support their young players with veteran NHLers. They don't want to expose them too much. I'm just wondering if they're doing a bit of a walk back from that now. But you're right. In this market, you can't be sitting there with $14 million unspent in cap space. So it's turned really, really interesting all of a sudden what they intend to do. And there's names like Evander Kane, and dare I say, look, I'm not saying for a minute they're going to get John Tavares, but $14 million, John Tavares, I mean, you do the math. Those are the kind of decisions that all of a sudden are in play for this management.
And it's really going to be interesting, too. They have a lot of restricted free agents. Guys like Sven Berchi, guys like Marcus Granlund, do they give him the 1-year show-us contracts, or do they move away from players like that, thinking that, look at the way Gaudette has showed us stuff here in 2 games, the fact that Pettersson's coming, Dahlin might be coming. It's going to be really interesting to me, knowing that they have contracts they have to solidify. They probably have to do a Brock Besser extension this summer. How much is going to be left in the kitty? When I look at it, I look at a team that might have a few future first-line center in Pettersson, a guy in Bo Horvath who thinks he's a first-line center. The one thing I know they don't have is a first-line left winger.